If you're looking for a top tier DPS build for Title Update 6, you've come to the right place. This is the updated version of the AR headshot build I used to melt everything with in Title Update 5. This is the best build to focus on first if you like playing gun builds, since it'll let you destroy absolutely everything in all difficulties and help you accelerate how fast you farm up all your future upgrades, perfected items, and future builds. With this build, the Eagle Bearer exotic AR is going to be your best in slot choice. It only drops in the Dark Hours rate on normal difficulty, but it is definitely worth your time. If you don't have one, you'll want to check out this chart made by Reddit user Zinfinian. This chart shows the FAMAS is the best high-end AR. It's good, but I consider it more of a PvP AR, considering how much burst DPS it has. I recommend picking your favorite AR from this chart, based on the numbers you see in the sustained DPS columns, and based on how little their crosshair blooms when you go full auto. Anyways, for your supporting talents, you'll want In Rhythm, Greased, and Finisher or Perfect Finisher on your other weapons. The Orbit sidearm is a DZ exclusive name drop, the only one that comes with Perfect Finisher, which gives you 40 crit chance and 50 crit damage for 15 seconds after you kill something with a sidearm, and switch back to your AR. The mask slot will be using the new Concussion talent for extra headshot damage. Perfect Concussion is best in slot here. The backpack slot will be using the new Spark talent, paired with either Vital or Hard Hitting on the red mod slot or Raleigh backpack. For gloves, we'll be using Alps climbing gloves just like we did in TU5. This time, they are allowed to roll precise, which lets us get slightly more damage out of them than before. Fenrir's chest with Berserk and either Vital or Hard Hitting remains at the core of this build. The perfected version is DZ exclusive and gives 10% more damage than regular Berserk. Since Devastating didn't get buffed this patch, this Heliguard holster will give us the most value. You'll only need 10 crit chance here to get crit capped when you use the Eagle Bearer and Perfect Finisher together. Finally, we're grabbing yet another newly added talent called Composure, which gives us extra damage when firing from cover. I don't always play from cover, but this talent gives me a reason to. For skills, I recommend using Defender Drone for the 80% damage reduction in PVE. If you pair this drone with a newly added technician-only hive called Artificer, it makes your drone last forever. Looking at the stats breakdown, this build prioritizes weapon damage, headshot damage, damage to elites, damage to armor, and health. Weapon damage with full buffs, good mods, and decent gear rolls will bring us up to around 200%. Our headshot damage multiplier, including concussion, will bring us up from around 100 to 125% depending on how well your chest rolled. Damage to elites only comes from hard hitting and the mask roll, so this build will probably have around 75 to 81% when it's complete. Damage to armor comes from 6 mods that have up to 2% each. It's definitely a luxury stat, because like the mods I've found are incredibly rare. Finally, when we proc Perfect Finisher, we actually get to be at the 60% crit chance cap and have 90 crit damage for 15 seconds. This is what lets us truly melt heroic elites when fully buffed. For a spec to pair this build with, I recommend Technician. It will give you 15 weapon damage like every other class, but also will give you 20% more damage for robotic enemies, which makes it excellent for PvE, especially against Black Tusk. This class comes with a new hive that lets you keep other deployed skills, like the Defender Drone, active and repaired up almost infinitely. It also lets you put down an EMP and shock immunity field when you drop your hive, which makes for some interesting counterplay the Warhound EMP. The alternative is to just play Sharpshooter again like we did in TU5. It gives us our 15 weapon damage, it gives us 30% stability to make headshotting easier, it also lets us feed our teammates more special weapon ammo by killing everything with headshots, and it gives us some incredibly strong mods to use with our Defender Drone. For a quick glimpse at damage output, this is the build unbuffed against a heroic elite in the shooting range. Looking at damage output again, this time with Berserk fully proc for 50% more weapon damage. And now we're going to proc all of our talents at the same time. This is the kind of damage you can pull off if you manage to use all of your talents properly. Alright, so that was the build, but how do you farm for it? Title Update 6 brought in this amazing new feature that lets us target a particular brand or item type, which changes what content you play every day while farming for your upgrades. Go to your map and press the target a loop button shown at the bottom of your screen. A general pro tip is that you want to be farming as much Heraldry gear as possible in TU6's lifetime. It's the best brand for chasing highest stat rolls to be used in recalibration. This build also uses Heraldry backpack and knee pads as part of the build, so start there. For example, on the left is the 1 stat Heraldry mask. You'll be able to find at least 50 damage to elites on those whenever the base armor rolls low, around 19.6 to 19.8k armor. On the right, you'll want to find a perfect concussion mask with low armor and high health. The higher the health, the better it is for this build. The 150 recal cap should be high enough to give you plenty of room to recal up to 56 DT onto it. When it comes to gloves, usually you can find up to 12% of a particular weapon damage type out in the open world. However, if you want to get 13%, you have to unlock the motherly loved glove blueprint and craft those endlessly until you find 13%. As for the mods, you need 6 of these. These are extremely rare, so good luck farming for them. You could try to watch my mod farming video that I posted back when TU5 was active, or you can give target farming mods a shot and see how that goes. To reiterate, the left item is the one that has the high stat range you're looking for, and the right item is the one you'll be recalibrating. I've included a quick graphic to show this process for all 6 item slots. That should be it for the build, the details of what it includes, and how to farm for it. The rest of this video is some gameplay of the build during a solo challenging run of Invaded American History Museum. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this video useful.
I'll put him down. Throwing the jammer. Hit.
UAV's going out.
Hostile civilian targeted. Show me the marks. On it. No quarter.
Making good progress. Take it steady.
Laptop detected.
Engaging hostile. Get him!
Download complete.
We'll review the data you just downloaded and see what we can make of it. Continue your sweep.
I'm getting a flurry of movement right outside the north entrance.
This must be the last of them. Take them down, Agent.
Lead out right here. A hell of a lot better than guard duty. Took him out.
Cover me, I'm reloading. Putting down a decoy.
Be active in the AO.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Lost a man.
Ready? Here we go!
There. Right there.
Area secure. Good work.